This episode of Android Authority is brought to you by the LG G3. Well, by now we know about the rear-facing camera on the LG G3, which has the laser-guided autofocus and also OIS Plus optical image stabilization that has been enhanced for this new version of LG's flagship smartphone. But we're going to take a look at the front-facing camera now and show you some of the options and modes and features that will allow you to take even better selfies for your self-portrait game. We're going to start off with the interface. You see here that the interface is pretty simplistic. You just have the elements on the top and the bottom, and I did trigger the camera by just holding the volume down button in order to easily get to it. So that's an easy way for you to get straight to the camera, for you to get a picture off very easily and quickly. But if you wanted an even better interface, in terms of simplicity that is, you can hit the menu button right here on the top right, and now you just have a touch to focus and shoot interface where you just have to tap anywhere on the screen. And there you go. You can actually tap with your thumb right here. Makes it really easy to get a shot off very quickly. But there are some features here that do greatly enhance your selfie experience, and we'll hit the menu buttons to take a look at those. The first one that is available, well, first you're going to see the buttons here at the bottom, the shutter button and also the video recording button. And 720p and 1080p footage is available here in the front-facing camera. And it is an easy way for you to just take a quick vlog, for example, if you do like to record yourself doing anything, or just to take a nice video of you and your friends using the front-facing camera. But then right above it is a beauty mode. Now the beauty mode is a slider right here that goes from 0 to 8, and if I bring it down to 0, you will see the features on my face a little bit better. You can see the wrinkles or otherwise. I'm a pretty young guy, so hopefully there aren't too many wrinkles. But as we bring the slider up to 8, you'll see that my face gets a lot softer. A lot of those nuances in my face are now more or less hidden, but it's really just softening my face in order to make it so that when I take that photo, there you go, it is a pretty soft photo that for some people out there might be a little bit more pleasing to the eye than if you had the slider all the way down to 0. I know some people out there might find the beauty mode very nice, and it does come with the LG G3's front-facing camera. But I'll go ahead and just take you through the settings now. I'll hit the gear right here, and we have the HDR set to auto right here, and it does a pretty good job of figuring out when it needs to trigger in order to really make the subject that may or may not be blown out by a lot of light in the background, if it needs to expose the subject in a better way. You do of course have it set to off or on, but in this case auto is fine, and in those situations, not really the one I'm in right now, you need the HDR on to make better use of the exposure, then it will do so. After that, we have the settings for your formats. We have the picture at 2 megapixels, which is essentially a 1920 by 1080 resolution photo, or 1280 by 960 at 1 megapixel for your pictures. And like I said before already, the video capturing mode is able to take 720 and 1080p video. There is a pretty fun feature that comes in the middle right here, and it is the voice shutter. Now you have these 5 words right here that are able to trigger the shutter to give you yet another way of triggering the shutter for you to take your picture in an even easier way. I'll go ahead and demonstrate that right now. Whiskey, cheese, smile, and LG. And there you go, turning it off. You'll see that the voice shutter is really easy to use, and just by saying those words, you'll be able to get a picture off even easier than arguably just tapping the screen in this particular mode. You have 2 very easy ways of taking that photo. After that, you do have a timer for 3-second or 10-second countdowns for you to get ready for that particular picture when it goes off at the end of that countdown. But the final mode that I'll show you is a gesture that allows you to take a selfie in yet another way that is easy for you, that way you don't have to worry about fidgeting with your hand in order to get the picture off, and also it's just a nice almost hands-free way of doing so. Basically what you have to do is just put your hand up to the screen, and you'll see that it already sees that my hand is there nice and open, and when I make a fist, it will create a 3-second countdown that in that time I'll be able to get ready and it will take the shot. So if I make a fist right now, oops, There you go. You see, it's nice and easy. So if you were to just jump into the camera and just bring your hand up, you will be able to have not only a hands-free, or rather a non-fidgety way of triggering the shutter button that is way down there. What you can also do is you have that a little amount of time in order for you to make it so that you can set up the shot just the way you want it to. So we'll just go ahead and do that one more time. And actually, if at any point any of these pictures end up not really looking the way you want because of the lighting, well, without a flash on the front-facing camera, we end up having to use the screen, and that is the flash option we have right here. You'll see this rim around here that has a soft glow to it that will allow for the lighting of your actual portrait to be actually pretty good, better than before at the very least. And after that, we just have to take the picture, and there you go. And so there you have it for this look at the front-facing camera of the LG G3. Now, we already looked at the rear-facing camera, but it's nice to know that a great 2-megapixel camera is up front to be able to take some great selfies in an easy way. A few very different easy ways, as a matter of fact. So stay tuned for even more coverage of the LG G3. We already have some great videos up for you, and also ones coming up like a tips and tricks video for those of you who have just gotten your LG G3 across carriers in America. And I know a lot of you are grabbing this phone and you're probably having a great time with it, so stay tuned for more of our coverage of it, and also stay tuned for coverage from my colleagues in Android, Joe, Jace, Kevin the Tech Ninja, and of course Lon. After that, make sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, give us a thumbs up on our videos, drop those likes because we'd love to see those, and then when you're done with all of that, head on over to androidauthority.com for more, because we are your source for all things Android.